To build Montenegro, you will need black, yellow, red, green, and cyan concrete. We're gonna come down over here to Bosnia and Herzegovina, or Croatia, I don't know, where these two meet. Well, this block right here, we're gonna go right by 2. We're gonna do down left diagonal, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, 2 down right diagonals, right by 1, down by 1, and 4 down right diagonals. Go right by 2, do an up left diagonal, and go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go right by 1, up by 1, up right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, down right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, 2, 3, 4, go down by 2, and on this block right here, this one right here, this one, you're gonna go up by 2, left by 1, up by 2, down right by 1, up by 1, right by 2, go up by 2, right by 1, up left by 1, left by 2, up 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 right by 1, left by 2, up by 1, left by 1, and up by 1. And that should be the outline for Montenegro. We're going to be doing the flag now, so come down over here to the southernmost part of the country and fill this block in with yellow, and on top of that have a row of red concrete, sorry. And we're going to do the same thing on the top of the country, on these top 3 blocks. Build the 3 yellow concretes, beneath that 3 red concrete. And let's see, where can we go from here? On this block right here, where we have these 2 from this block, go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. Go left by 1, down by 2, up left by 1, down by 1, down left by 2, down by 1, and on this block, go left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, go up right, right by 1, up by 1, left by 1, up left, up right, up by 1, right by 1, down by 1, and down right. And in this block, fill it in with red concrete. And then fill this part in with cyan concrete, and do the same on the opposite side. Bit hard to explain, but you want that, essentially. And next to this, to the left of this, we're going to go left with green concrete on that. Yellow concrete, that's what I'm trying to say. Beneath these 2 green concretes, you're going to want yellow concrete. And on this block, go down by 3, left by 1, and up by 1. On this block, go left by 2, do 2 down left diagonals, go up by 1, do an up left diagonal, up by 1, up right diagonal, up left diagonal, go up by 3, go right by 1, do down right by 1, down by 1, down right by 1, down left by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, and fill in this hole here. And that should be the... Actually, I'm not really sure what this is. It might be the coat of arms, but I'm sure it's something different. That is the symbol, or the seal, of Montenegro. And all you have to do is fill in the rest of the country in red concrete, which I will do just now. And just like that, it should be Montenegro done. For Serbia, you will need black, red, blue, white, and yellow. That is all you're going to be needing. We're going to come down, well, we're going to come over here to Hungary, to this little indentation we made here, this singular black concrete block here. And what we're going to do, and once you've located that, you're going to go down right by 3. Then you're going to go right by 1, down right by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 2, right by 1, down by 1, left by 1, down by 2, right by 2, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 2, down by 1, right by 2, down by 1, right by 2, down by 2, left by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, down right by 1, down by 1, right by 2, down left by 1, right by 3, down by 1, right by 3, down left by 1, right by 2, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 4, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, left by 3, down by 3, up right by 1, down by 2, right by 1, down right by 1, left by 1, down by 1, left by 1, down by 2, up left by 1, down by 3, left by 1, down by 3, down right by 1, and up by 3. And from this block right here, you're going to do down right diagonal, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 2, down left by 1, right by 2, down by 2, left by 1, down by 2, left by 1, down by 1, left by 3, down by 1, left by 1, down by 4, right by 1, down by 3, left by 1, down by 2, up left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, down by 1, left by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down by 1, left by 4, go up right by 1, up by 1, up right by 1, up by 1, up right by 1, up by 1, up left by 1, left by 1, up left by 1, left by 1, up left by 1, up by 1, up left by 1, left by 1, up left by 1, left by 1, up left by 1, up by 2, up left by 1, left by 3, left by 2, down left by 1, down by 2, down left by 1, down by 1, and down left by 1. And that should be Serbia. Well, the Serbian outline. We're gonna complete the flag, which we should do right now. So, where should we start? I suppose we could start down here with these bottom 2 blocks here. On top of these bottom 2 blocks, we'll have a row of yellow concrete, and from this block go up and left with red with yellow concrete. Get out your red, go left by 1. Get out your yellow, go up by 2, left by 1, up right by 2, down by 2, up right by 1. Get out your white, go up by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up left by 1, left down left, just like that. From this, go up right by 2, up left down. So there we go. And then from this block, go up left by 1, up by 1, up right by 2, up by 2, right by 1, up left by 1, up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 up left diagonals, up by 3, down left by 2, right by 1, down by 4, left by 1, down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, down right by 1, down by 2, and up right by 1, and you want to fill that in. Alright, there we go, and from this block, go down by 3, that's necessary, you're going to need that. And I suppose while we're here, from this block as 2, we're going to go up by 4, and left until you hit black concrete, and then go right till you hit black concrete. And then, well, from this block, do up left by 1, up by 2, right by 1, up left by 1, up by 2, right by 1. So like that. So that will be the foundation of our crown. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Let's finish the seal off. So from this block which we made, we're going to go right by 4, and then we're going to go down until we hit Kosovo, right by 1, and then go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go right by 5, go down by 2, down right by 2, down by 1, down right by 2, up by 2, up right by 1, up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, get out red, go up by 3, get out white, go up by 1, get out red, go up by 2, left by 1, get out white, left by 1, down by 3, then go down left by 3, down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or until you hit white concrete again, and you're just going to fill the rest of this in with white concrete as well. Just like that. And we're going to go from this block right here, we're going to go down by 2, and with white, not white, go with blue, go right until you hit black concrete, and create a row of white underneath that. And from this block, from this red block right here, go down by 1, 2, 3, 4, go down left by 1, down by 1, and down left by 2. I suppose while we're here, from this block still, go up by 2, take out your yellow, go left by 1, up left, right, up right by 2, up left by 2, down left by 1, down right by 1, right by 1, and up left by 1. And then from this block, go up left by 1, left by 1, up left by 1, right by 3, up left by 1, left by 1, up left by 2, up, right, down. So just like that. And need to patch this up from this block, and we'll just go down till you hit black concrete, and then, well, I guess from this block go left, and then up by 2, and then left by 3, down right and right, and then on top of that a row of blue concrete. Right, anyways, from this block right here, so this one, you're gonna go up by 2, take out your left, go left, take out your right and go left by 1, and then with white go left by 1, up left, up and right, and do the same thing but in reverse with this one. So from this block go up by 2, take out your red, go right by 1, take out your right, white, go right, up, and up left. And then from this block go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go right by 3, do 2 up left diagonals, and then go up by 3, up right by 1, right, take out your yellow, go down right, left and down, take out your white, left and up. And then from this block go left by 3, go up by 3, go up left diagonal, left by 1, take out your yellow, down left, right, down, take out your white, right and up. From this block go down left by 2, go right by 3, and down until you hit white concrete, and just fill this in with white concrete too. And that should be the seal, apart from the crown, which we started on earlier, so let's finish that. From this block right here, this bottom right block, we're going to go left by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And from this block right here, we're going to go left by 2, down by 2, left by 1, up by 2, left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, down by 1, left by 1, down by 2, and fill in this 2x2 space in with blue concrete. From this block, go left by 1, up by 2, left by 2, down by 2, move up left, up, left by 1, up by 2, left by 1, up by 1, left by 1. From this block, go right by 2, down by 1, do down, up, whoa, do an upright diagonal, down right diagonal, up by 2, right by 2, up by 2, left by 1. From this block, go right by 1, down by 1, right by 2, down by 2, and up right by 1. And finally, from this block, go up by 1 and left by 1. And finally, from this block right here, go up with white, do an up left diagonal, up by 1, up right diagonal, right by 2, down by 1, do down right diagonal, down by 1. From this block right here, go up by 1, go right by 2, and do an up left, not up left, do an up right. And there we have it. That should be Serbia completed. Well, I suppose if you really insist, create a row of blue concrete underneath that red concrete we built. And there we go. I'll go ahead, fill this in for you guys, just so you guys could get a proper picture of what Serbia should actually look like. And this is what Serbia should look like. And now it's on to Kosovo. For Kosovo, you will need black, blue, yellow, and white concrete. That's all you're going to be needing. We're going to go down over here to Montenegro, where we have these 3 black concretes. And from this block, we're going to go right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, down right by 1, right by 1, down by 2, up right by 1, down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go up right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up by 2, right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up right by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 3, and then go up by 1. And that is the outline, very short. Now it's time for the flag, which again is very short. So we're going to go over to this block here. This block should be pretty easy to locate. And from this block, you're going to go up by 3 with yellow concrete. You're going to go right by 1, upright, right, upright, up, and then go up left by 3, left by 1, down by 1, down left by 2, down by 1, down right by 1, and then you're going to fill this in with white, not white, with yellow concrete. And this should be Kosovo, the actual the map of Kosovo, I suppose, I guess. And anyways, with some blue concrete, from this block, we'll go from this block, go up by 4, get out your white, go up by 1, do 2 upright diagonals, go right by 2, and 2 downright diagonals. There we go. That is Kosovo, and all that's left to do is fill it in with blue, which means it should look like this. It's a pretty simple country to build, and on with the next country. To build Albania, you will need black and red concrete. That is all you're going to be needing. We're going to come down over here to Montenegro, and over to this block which we placed here, and we're going to do a down right diagonal, and then we're going to go down by 4, down left by 1, down by 2, down right by 1, down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down left by 1, down by 2, down left by 1, down by 1, down right by 2, down by 2, left by 2, and up by 1. From this block, go down by 1, go right by 1, down by 1, right by 1, and go down right by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down by 2, do 2 downright diagonals, up by 1, right by 2, up by 2, right by 2, up left by 1, up by 3, right by 2, up by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 1, up by 2, up right by 1, up by 1, up right by 1, no, up right, actually no, from this block, go up right by 3, go up by 2, left by 1, up by 2, left by 3, go up right by 1, go left and right by 1. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you want something like that. From this block, go up by 1, left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, up by 2, go up left by 1, up by 3, left by 1, up by 2, right by 1, up by 1. That should connect you. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but it should connect you with that. And there we have it. That is the outline for Albania. All that stuff to do is to complete the double-headed eagle. I think that's what it is. I don't know, a bit of a confusing shape, but oh well. So we're gonna go over here. This is the first block we should have placed in this section of Albania, and well, continuing with our black concrete, we're gonna go right by 2, down by 2, left by 1, down right by 1, down left by 1, right by 1, down by 3, left by 1, down right by 1, down by 1, down right by 2, down left by 1, right by 2, down by 1, down left by 2, and right by 2, up by 1, right by 1, and I'll just save that there. From this block right here, go down left by 1, down by 1, up left by 1, left by 1. Alright, and continuing on with this block, do up right by 1, down right by 1, go down by 1, do 2 down left diagonals, do down right by 1, down left by 1, right by 2, down by 1, down right by 1, go down by 2, go up left and up right. And from this block, go 2 upright diagonals, go right by 1, do 2, nope, just 1, do an up left diagonal, do an upright, 2 up left diagonals, up by 1, up right by 1, down right by 2, right by 2, do down right diagonal, down by 1, upright and right, and down right by 1, just like that. And from this block, go up by 1, left by 1, up by 2, and right by 1. I don't know, very hard to see. Once again, probably could have designed this a bit better, but oh well. Anyways, we're gonna come from this block. We can fill these in with red. There, fill that in with red if you want to. And with this block, go right by 1, do 3 down right diagonals, go up right by 1, up by 1, up left by 4, go left by 1, and on this block, go up right by 1, right by 1, and down right by 1, 2, 3, 4, go up right by 3, go down by 3, and place a red concrete. And just like that, that should be the double-headed eagle. I think that's what it is. I'll correct myself in the edit if I'm wrong. But yeah, all that's left to do now is to fill in the flag with red, well, I mean the double-headed eagle all in black, and the rest of the flag in white, which means it should look like this. Now, let's get on with the next country. And the final country we will be building today is North Macedonia. You will need black, red, and yellow concrete. We're gonna go over here to this southeastern part of Serbia here, and from this block right here, we're gonna go right by one, down by one, down right by one, right by one, down by one, right by one, down by one, right by two, down by two, right by one, down by 1, 2, 3, 4, right by one, down by two, down left by one, down right by one, left by two, down by one, left by one, down by two, up left by one, down left by one, left by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go down by one, right by one, down by one, right by one, go down left by one, left by two, down by one, and left until you reach black concrete. And there we have it. That's the short outline of North Macedonia. You want to get it out your yellow concrete, and on top of these 3 blocks of black concrete here, you're gonna place you're gonna place 4 rows of black concrete, not black, 4 rows of yellow concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and place 1 on top. So basically just that. So 4 rows of 3 black what am I saying? 4 rows of yellow black concrete. Oh, yeah. Long day. Next, we're going to go here. So from this block, go left by 4. Do an up left diagonal, left by 2, up left by 1, up by 1, right by 1, down by 1, right by 3, down by 1, and right by 2. So you should have something like that. And then from this block, you're going to go left by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go up left, up right, and right till you hit black concrete. Go down by 1 and left. Just fill that in, really. There you go. From this block right here, we are going to go left by 2, up by 1, down left by 1, left by 2, down left by 1, left by 1, down left by 1, down by 1, right by 1, up by 1, right by 2, up by 1, and right by 2. And we're halfway done now. From this block right here, this block with yellow concrete, go down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down left, up by 3, and fill that in. There we go. From this block right here, this block here with yellow concrete, go down by 2, left by 1, down left, right by 4, down right by 1, right by 1, down right by 1, down by 1, left by 1, up by 1, left by 2, up by 1, left by 2. From this block right here, from this block, go left by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go up right, up left, left till you hit black concrete, and fill that in. And finally, from this block, go up by 1, left by 1, up left by 1, up right by 1, right 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 by 1, down by 1, left by 1, down by 1, left by 2, down by 1, left by 2, down right by 1, left by 3. And there we have it. Now it's just that flat, the circular bit. So from this block, I'm gonna go up by 2 with red, place up by 1 with yellow, go right by 1, up right by 1, up by 2, up left by 1, left by 2, down left by 1, down by 2, and down right by 1. Fill that in. And there you have it. All that's needed to do is to fill in the rest of the flag with yellow concrete, which should look like this. And that is how you build North Macedonia. And that, my friends, is how you build, well, most of all the Balkan countries. The only 3 Balkan countries we haven't built was Greece, Bulgaria, and Turkey, which will have their own tutorials. But yeah, we've built the former Yugoslav countries. As you can see here, they all are. If you liked today's tutorial, make sure to give it a like. If you didn't, drop a dislike. The button's there to use it. Please feel free, nobody's stopping you. And if you want to see more tutorials like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.